better than Talia, but we've seen Senkux put up some massive numbers on Talia in the series here in the summer split already, so I think either way they actually have that advantage. And of course Pridestalker, a player that was in Challenger in the previous split, and I think that's where a lot of the difficulty for him comes on, is early game activity. Mid lane and bot lane though, we see junglers going in.
Pridestalker's going to jump in onto Cobby, flash away the hook lands, and Mick has already burned his flash. This is going to be first blood to Roccat.
Roccat having much better impact off their first blood here.
And we saw that last week as well. He was one of the ones that got Senkux ahead a lot of the time. Now Faxi is going to get onto Trashy here. Betsy and Pridestalker joining in. Here comes the equalizer, but it's not going to be enough. And Faxi's looking for Mega. They might continue to chase onto Wonder. Flashes up for both of them.
Wonder's not really assessing the fact that this is in progress. I'm a little surprised that Trashy didn't rush out towards that. Rek'Sai is one of the easier in series. So it's
going to go in onto Senkux here in the top side. Wadded with the play back, tanking up the tower. Here comes the TP. Senkux knock back, seismic shove on Yarnan as Trashy gets the damage down onto it. Did just about survives, but here comes the Void Rush. Trashy with a kill. Yarnan dies off towards the back of it as well. It's only Faxi up against 3 members of Splyce, and he's going to get knocked up. Unburrow gets the kill. Double kill for Trashy. Splyce get 3.
Good flash knock up there from Trashy. Mid lane, the response is the Rift Herald was summoned. Now they go on to Wonder.
Has unleashed power. That's wonderful for Roccat as they take down the Rumble. They'll look for the tower as well. Let's a pause.
Yeah, here comes the Weaver's Wall.
Weaver's Wall. Yarnan gets knocked back and he has no way to escape. The hook on the Trashy into the box. His Pridestalker as well though. Yarnan is going to get knocked up. It's a 1-for-1 trade as Roccat retreat. The equalizer comes out. Splits were did off from the marker, and it means that they always have a chance in the game. Trashy's going to jump in. Betsy gets knocked back, rooted down. That's a shutdown for Splyce.
Couldn't even trade for Mickey's life, but here comes Woodid and Yarnan.
This is brave. This is so brave from Woodid and Yarnan. Bates call comes out, knock up onto Trashy. Here come the rest of Roccat. They're trying to catch Splyce between Roccat and a hard place, but Trashy does so much work in the front line. That's a kill for him. Faxi, the last man standing for Roccat, as Splyce absolutely destroy Roccat.
2 fractured fights in Splyce's favor. Good flash from Senkux.
Faxi's still going in though, does get the stun. The barrier comes out, seismic shove comes back, but Faxi's not knocked away and Senkux is gonna fall. Faxi bringing some hope back for Roccat.
Yeah, Senkux is sticking around a little bit too long. That will be a detriment. No side lane Baron buff for now, at least in one of the lanes here. Wonder will have teleport available, so he can go out towards the side. Oh, Senkux, no flash.
Gonna get jumped on, no flash, as you say. Here they come, all of Roccat. Just appear from thin air, and Senkux is dead. Doesn't matter if you're in the bush or outside of the bush, just looks really odd when you see it. Faxi's going to jump in onto Mickey. Here's the base corner as well. They know there's no flash for the Zyber, but the equalizer is going to come down, and that's going to burn straight through with it. Roccat lose 1. Splyce have one taken down as well as Trashy gets onto the back line, but Yarnan's doing work. Cobby chasing up against Betsy. Betsy wins that one. Senkux the last man standing once again for Splyce. And it's Baron buff. They're going to get an inhibitor tower out of it, actually extend the gold lead. They'll get the inhibitor as well, and Splyce, after coming back into the game and looking like they were on the front foot, have been absolutely rocked by Roccat.
And Pride, especially from behind. It is so difficult because Rek'Sai is a 50-50 champion. And you're dead.
Not really 50-50, there's no smite on the enemy team. Woodid's going to land the hook onto Mickey. Yarnan has to use the QSS. They get the Dragon, it's an Infernal. Splyce going to retreat.
And what I mean by 50-50 is Rek'Sai is neither a carry nor a tank.
But Pridestalker's carrying this Roccat lineup now. Cobby's going to try and trade back onto him, but just does not. And now actually Trashy is caught out behind Faxi here. The Narm into the wall, the suppression. Back Trashy just locked up for days. Will try and jump away, but he jumps straight back into the Roccat team. Woodid is low though. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade as Roccat do just have to back away. Can't take anything more against
for enough of a split.
Right, at the moment, Roccat are going to secure the Baron. No contest from Splyce as Trashy was all the way back in base. With 3 members in the mid, we'll look towards the inhibitor. TP in from Faxi as well towards topside.
Faxi just absorbed both carries from Splyce for a while, just enough that they could get the mid inhibitor and now the top inhibitor tower as well. Baron buff still remains for 2 minutes longer.
3,000 HP on that Baron is going to be a pretty easy rend for Yarnan, and there it goes.
The opportunity there, though, is if they wanted to fight. Faxi, of course, didn't have teleport available, but he was a lot of that still. It's didn't really change, but Splyce want to engage. They cut off 2.
2 members on the wrong side. There comes the equalizer. Pridestalker's going to hit death. Lanterns away, and now they come to fight. Trashy's just dead. Again, like, he just disappears in the middle of the fight, tries to use the board, just a hook onto Wonder. He gets pulled back. He's going to try and turn this one around as Mickey puts the damage down onto PrideStalker. Wonder's dead. Roccat still have 5 members left alive. Make that 4 as one gets shoved back. Baxi looking for the Nexus towers as the rest of Roccat will push down in the bottom lane. That will be the first Nexus tower falling just about. How does that go to Woodid? It's the banner of Dominion. Bob doing work there for Roccat. They're looking for the Nexus. They want to go 1-0 up. Senkux knocks back. Kobe flashes in. Is it too little, too late? I think it is. Roccat clean up the fight. They get all 5 members of Splice, and they will get the Nexus as well. 1-0 to Roccat.
And they did it, winning a 4 versus 5 in the bottom lane as Faxi with an support role. That's not what it's going to be for Roccat. It will be that top lane against Faxi. I don't necessarily know how much
continue to push forward towards this tower. There's a TP in behind them. Wonder has the equalizer. Hyana's going to try and jump away, uses the flash, but here comes the equalizer. The stun used as well. Glacial Fisher and Splyce just absolutely destroy the Roccat bot lane. They're looking for more. Woodid has nowhere to go. That's another kill. PrideStalker does come in and equalizes it 2 for 1. However, in the mid lane, 2 people are ganking onto Betsy as well. Trashy has...
And that's what made it so that Splyce could take that. Now we're back into live action. Mickey's in the mid lane, no flash Betsy.
Double tap onto Betsy. He uses the barrier, tries to trade onto Senkux, but he flashes away from it. That's a kill. Syndra down in mid lane.
Doesn't matter whether it's bot lane or...
13 minutes in, they will be 2,000 gold ahead. Splyce setting up down towards the bottom side as well as Hyana goes in, gets the charm, probably knocked up as well. Here's PrideStalker. Fate's Call brings back Mickey. Splyce just disengaged, but here comes Faxi. He's looking for the fray as he jumps in with a Hex Ultimatum, and Mickey is the target. Look at how low he is. The Sonic Wave hits. Here's Betsy as well as Splyce might get routed underneath this tower. Copy there. Equalizer comes down as Wonder TP's in behind him.
Clean this up.
It's all on Wonder. Can he turn and burn through this Roccat lineup? He's looking for Faxi, who tries to trade back into him. Wonder overheats. Faxi with the adapter defenses, but here's Trashy to stop it in its tracks.
That should be the moment that it opens up.
Betsy dodges the explosive cast, but can he dodge the culling? Manages to get away from a lot of it. Trashy falls back. The turret's not going to fall. The unleashed power is enough. And PrideStalker comes in as well. Senkux has to flash. Roccat make a superb play in the mid lane. It was all on Betsy's shoulders, and he came up huge.
Yeah, Trashy came into the lane and just threw the cast out, expecting Betsy to move back and away from the tower. Did not connect, and now Splyce. Oh, Senkux this one in.
Oh, Woodid used all of his mobility to go in, though. The Glacial Fisher there. Betsy's been caught up with the Electro Harpoon, tries to get the knockback, but burns down. Splyce will get the mid lane tower. There's 7 kills to 4 up, and they leave
with that play and just thought, no.
Oh, here comes the equalizer. Roccat looking to try and get the mid lane tower. Here comes the Featherstorm as well. Great explosive cast to knock him back. The PrideStalker kicks him away as well. Now Splyce are fighting on 2 different fronts. PrideStalker tries to jump away, but he's not going to be able to escape from Splyce. Baxi jumps the wall. PrideStalker falls. So does Betsy, and Splyce take 2.
One of the reasons why Splyce utilizes Gragas pick so much is once you get out of the early portion of the game, Trashy starts showing up very effective utilizing the explosive cask. Double cask manages to get Roccat 2 kills on that fight, and now with no smite for Roccat, Splyce turn it towards the Baron. They have the Kalista. Faxi's going to execute. Doesn't even matter at this point. It's just soaking up time. There's a rend here for Kalista. There should be no way that Hyana and Woodid can actually steal this away.
They are just trying to harass down Splyce, but I think they will just retreat. There we are. Jumps away with the grand entrance into the battle dance. And this will be the Baron for Splyce. We saw it be their downfall in game 1.
And you have to look at a lot of that must come from the early game sense that Roccat have been playing from behind, but now he wants to go.
There's the double charm. Senkux going to jump the wall. Featherstorm comes out. Hyana isolated in the back line. PrideStalker's going to jump away as well. Kobe gets Woodid down. Faxi's in the middle of them all. That's a double for Kobe. PrideStalker's not going to be able to escape from Senkux. 4 kills to none in favor of Splyce, and they're looking for one more. Trashy with the barrel. Oh, might get close enough. Mickey won't be able to get there. Shouldn't be in that position anymore. Wonder's actually going to get caught out. There's the charm. There's the unleashed power. There's the shutdown for Woodid.
Good shutdown. There was no Zhonya's.
So it means you should... Actually, Wonder's going to get jumped on in the bottom lane.
I don't even know whether I want to hear the end of that.
That's a kill for Betsy. They emptied a huge amount of damage. And Betsy's actually caught off towards the top side of this. It isn't anything bad. It's a good little story. We'll get to it after this fight. Betsy's actually going to try and execute up here as Senkux does come in. Wonder gets the kill.
Yeah, hadn't lasted long enough. Of course, that
now they're going to try and contest this Baron as Splyce started up. Here comes Pricestalker, jumps in, the charm comes out. Kiana doing work, having to jump back. We did. Pricestalker's going to fall first. Here comes Faxi as well, though. Faxi got a rating. Gets blocked by the Zhonya's. Great play by Wonder. And now Mickey joins the fray. Trashy jumps in. Senkux doing absolute work on the back line of this fight. Betsy takes one, but he's going to fall as well. Splyce with a 4-for-1 around the Baron.
And that's got to be enough for Splyce to take the game right here, because that was a clean fight. Equalizer hit just about every member of Roccat that came through. Second Baron will now go over to Splyce, and this is exactly what they were looking for in the second game here. It was a rough game won out of Splyce. They tried a similar composition again. This time it's...
wasn't really involved in the fight. He's been pushing down towards this bottom lane. There comes the equalizer. That's not going to save you. Senkux is dominating. 6-0-3 on this.
Faxi wants to try and trade against him.
Level 16 to level 18 in favor of Wonder here. There's the Zhonya's, but Betsy joins it. Inhibitor tower's fallen in the bottom lane. They're going to lose the inhibitor anyway, so they say, let's take a fight. They get the kill on Wonder. They get one trade for a tower and an inhibitor. So catch Faxi out once again as he continues just to push. There's Mickey. Gusset Blows blocks him up. That's just a dead Camille.
Yeah, that's just an easy pick. Mickey knowing literally nothing other than the Baron.
And they are looking for their second inhibitor of the game. Faxi's down towards the bottom side. All 5 members of Splyce are here. Trashy takes a dark spear to the face. There's the charm on towards Wonder. That's another kill. Roccat with the Featherstorm, perhaps looking for a little bit more here as Faxi's coming up to join the fight.
I thought we were getting there with Mickey. He's nearly got Stoneplate finished as well on this Braum, alongside the Locket of the Iron Solari. Here's the fight.
Gets the knock-up onto Woodid, who tried to jump in. Great play. They're going to get the root on the back line, though. Senkux goes godlike. There's the equalizer as well. Betsy gets knocked up twice and taken down once. Double kill for Senkux. Splyce are looking to close this one out. They've had enough of this waiting game. Yarnan's dead. Kobe dominating. Kobe, not Kobe, he's in the LCS. They're looking for that mid lane inhibitor tower alongside the inhibitor and perhaps the game.
Yeah, it should be the game here with 3 members of Roccat being dead. Baron does spawn, but that doesn't really matter right now. Splyce will be able to take down both Nexus towers, take down the Nexus. They're taking us to game number 3.
Splyce look like they've been able to put all the pieces together in this game. They worked out the combination that works best for them, and they are going to take us to a game 3, 1-1 between Roccat and Splyce.
That was better out of Splyce, the early game present. There's a lot of options for Splyce depending on where Senkux wants to go.
It's going to be the Corki for them. Saw that played a lot yesterday with to great effect. And once again, we're going to see the...
Romp will be back up soon as well. The Raptors will be back up. A hook in the bottom lane is what's going to cause the action.
Onto Woodid. Look at the damage. The headshot comes out. Mickey jumps forward. Woodid first blood to Splyce.
Mickey with the ignite gets the first.
For Splyce. Actually, here comes Trashy. Flashes in. Faxi's going to try and flash his way away into the Mega. The wallop comes down, but so does Faxi. No, yes! Electro Harpoon.
Electro Harpoon for the kill.
Started to get a read on Woodid's Roccat, and it's absolutely devastating this bottom lane now. Woodid will jump in, but look at the damage onto Sharman. Great the ignite as well. A great play from Mickey. He's making all the plays. And Woodid gets harassed down as well. They're going to be able to get the flank off here. They're going in, the TP used as well. There's the lantern for Kobe, the root onto Sharman. He's trying to dodge his way around, but you cannot dodge away from the autos, and you cannot dodge away from the equalizer. 5-0.
Hit social media, and that was
same as that jump onto Betsy. Here the exhaust comes down, the shockwave used as well. Mickey looking for a hook. Is it gonna land? Not quite, but it forces Betsy back straight into the arms of the play, and Betsy has nowhere to go. Splyce are 6-0. They'll get a Rift Herald for themselves as well, and Roccat are looking down the barrel of a very scary gun.
Yeah, it's normally when the Origen is standing in lane that you worry about, oh, the Rift Herald might go.
Trashy, he couldn't get to the eye because of Senkux and Trashy's great play. That's 2 towers and the play. Ace in the hole onto Betsy. Tries to put the orb into the midst of them. The charm onto 3 Woodid. Trying to make the plays to keep his team alive. Faxi's going to jump onto Wonder here, but the equalizer comes down. Faxi's going to go Mega. Nah, doesn't get the stun. Wonder flashes away from the wallop, but can he flash away from the building? The flame spitter comes back up. Wonder trying to do what he can. No flashes. Faxi jumps in. He jumps again. The building, and the minions are there. Faxi, you're going to burn down, my friend. Wonder with the one again. Faxi does have Mega now. Going to look up towards the top lane for the time being. The charm comes in. They do get the knock of the shockwave onto 3 as well. The hook's going to connect. Mickey with the box down. Splyce managing to survive as Pricestalker's the first to fall. Yarnan and Betsy were did there as well underneath the tower. Meanwhile, in the
teams, and Roccat, unfortunately, not able to continue in game 3.
He just doesn't care about a shockwave. Betsy knocked back. Goodbye, Oriana. Splyce, 9-0.
You're into game 3 where everything counts. It's a best of 1 again. Now, Woody goes in.
Tron comes in onto 2. Splyce tries to get onto the backline. Does take out Senkers. Mickey there as well. Wonders joined the fray there. The equalizer comes down. That's 1 dead. They're looking for Woodid and Yarnan as well. Yarnan dead. Kalista gone. Woodid pulled away as well. Splyce absolutely devastating Roccat at the moment.
I mean, how did he get away from that?
Roccat, you spoil sports. Yarnan and Woodid eventually get the kill. Kobe's on a killing spree. Tracy's chasing them in as well. Explosive cast to knock him back. Yarnan just tries to farm up a few minions, but eventually he will fall as well. 14 kills to 2 in favor of Splyce. A 10,000 gold lead for them as well. That's all you can say about it.
Oh, we're back into a fight.
Oh, fight up in the top lane. Faxy's dead. Trashy's on a killing spree. There was a short period in this game where I thought like Roccat actually won the fight as they're going to try and collapse in. Faxy is dead, of course, but Pride on his way. There's Woodid with the charm. Double charm equalizer's come out, though. Woodid's doing what he can to distract, but he's already dead. And Splyce there. Pride is across the wall and has landed a Sonic Wave on that Baron. Kobe's going to kill Yarnan, not quite. The shockwave pulls him closer, and Kobe will be thankful for that. Betsy trying to get the kill, can't do it. Baron did go over towards Splyce during all of this, and Pride is trying to jump his way away. Sanko splashes the wall, just needs a phosphorus bomb or an auto to land. Not quite enough, but the minions help him out. And Splyce get the Baron, get a few kills, at least the playoffs, if not the playoff finals. That's a charm on towards the AD carry. Kobe pulled back, Pride looking for the flank. Yarnan has put that Fate's call in, but gets hooked once again from Mickey, and that's an unstoppable Kobe as Splyce look to finish out this game. The equalizer comes out, the shockwave does absolutely nothing. Woodid's going to take an ace in the hole to the face. Senkooks, one more auto will do it, but you can't quite get there. The Gatling gun cannot shred through Woodid enough. Senkooks almost kills himself. Brightstalker, that's Kobe goes legendary, a delayed quadra. Come on, Splyce.
It's not the Penta, it doesn't count anymore, unfortunately. That was 4 kills, though, for Kobe lined up. That means Splyce have won the game. It's been theirs from the early game. Splyce, great performance against Roccat.
Oh, this snake has a massive bite. They're looking for the Nexus Towers. They're going to take the win. Roccat fall 2-1 as Splyce take the series.